Dear friends, when I read about Roald Dahl's anti-Semitic remarks, I believed he was wrong, but I also began to understand how, in a broken world, someone might form such distorted views. People often seek to justify their hostility by grouping others and assigning collective blame. It's not right, but it happens. We see a similar pattern in how society treats paedophiles, with strong disgust and alienation. If, hypothetically, all paedophiles were exiled to a place like Alcatraz and given that land, society might eventually start to view them as a distinct group, even a kind of twisted people. Of course, that's not a real nation in a historical or moral sense. It's a group bound by deviant desire, not by calling or covenant like the Jewish people. But it shows how group identity can be shaped by shared beliefs or behaviours, for better or worse. The Bible teaches that Gentiles are not Jews by birth, but through faith in Christ. They become part of God's chosen people, not because of heritage, but by being grafted in through belief. A Jew chooses to believe in God and live according to the covenant. A person who gives themselves over to evil, like in the case of paedophilia, chooses something destructive that reshapes their nature and behaviour in deeply harmful ways. So I can see how Dahl, looking at the world without Christ, might have arrived at his view, wrongly so, but not without some internal logic shaped by human fear, pride, and pain. But if Dahl had embraced Jesus, I believe his perspective would have changed completely. Through Christ, he would have seen both Jews and Gentiles not as categories to judge, but as people loved by God and offered the same grace he himself needed.